Selected from thousands of applicants. Dedicated gamers match skills in a series of challenges to earn the chance for a job at PlayStation. On the Tester.
Part 3, number 5. I'm still not done talking about Egoraptor. You know, I could spend hours babbling on about how fucking stupid Sony is for kicking him off. I made like a 7-minute video trying to make sense of it, and I still don't think I explained how retarded the judges are for doing that.
The other day, you were a team leader, and you opted to be the dead weight. I feel like if I was in your position, I'd be like, oh shit, you know, I think today's the day I have to prove that I'll pull my weight.
I just did, you know, exactly what we...
2 losses in a row. I really gotta step it up. Hit. We are rocking. I'm getting more ammo. That's my job now.
And I'd be like, oh shit, you know, I think today's the day I have to prove that I'll pull my weight.
Yeah, Burn, dumb bitch. Why didn't you pull your own weight?
I wasn't here for the first couple of weeks. Why didn't you stay and help your teammates shoot the melons? And that's kind of what I wrote down as one of my main notes for why I think your team lost.
Oh, wait. Because if you pull your own weight, you have to pull the weight of everyone else. Hey, remember what I said about bullshit and nonsensical garbage?
I warned you. I let you stay. Let you crash on the couch. Second challenge, you're on the losing team. You didn't go home. We're now on the third challenge, and you're in the losing team again.
Jokey. I hate this guy.
I'm sorry, your game ends here.
I don't understand. Why are you being so mean? You're a mean man.
It's these retarded handicaps that made them lose, not Egoraptor for not telling them how to shoot the fucking melons. Fuck you, Brent Jokey. And fuck you, Jabba the Hutt. You know what? Fuck it all. If I speak another word trying to be in-depth on how fucking stupid these judges are, I think I'm gonna hurl. I know it's fun to rip apart stupid shit and all, but it feels like I'm kicking a dead horse here. I think we're all over the initial shock of Egoraptor losing the tester, so no one's probably gonna watch this anyway. By now, everyone knows that was fucking garbage on Sony's part, so I'm done talking about this shit. But if I have to listen to that fat guy bitch about Ego not helping his teammates shoot the melons, I'm gonna lose approximately 0.00926443% of my faith in humanity. Number 6, I have no idea what to say anymore. So here's a recap of each. Episode 1, Bug Out. The first episode was dumb, and I think it took us all by surprise with how annoying a lot of the guests were depicted. There's just something about how frantic the editing is that gets on my nerves here. However, the bits where all 12 of the contenders are hanging out in the loft and everyone's happy are enjoyable, because this is the only time where nobody has a grudge against someone or talking shit about somebody else. For this brief moment, it's just everybody feeling hunky-dory playing their video games. If only the whole show could have been this pleasant. Episode 2, Twisted Teamwork. It had a video game related challenge, but only 2 people got to participate, and it was just a mini challenge for what was to come. This episode, once again, needed a serious redrafting, because building things out of cardboard doesn't at all relate to the job everyone is fighting for. Episode 3, Make Like Drake. This episode makes no sense. It's definitely the most controversial tester episode of all time, and caused a lot of people to stop watching the show altogether for obvious reasons. By this point, I was convinced the entire season was screwed, with no chance of redeeming itself. And for the 3rd episode in a row, all our contenders partake in activities that in no way prepare them to be production managers at PlayStation. 4. Creative crossover. This one was pretty good. Having 2 teams choreograph fight scenes was pretty funny, even if it doesn't relate to game development. The panel also asked some pretty noteworthy questions, like what makes fighting games good, which is a good thing to ask game developers. So this was by far the most entertaining of the 4 episodes. So after a solid forthcoming, the season falls right back down again with episode 5, Blindfold Battle. I'm starting to think they put these poor gamers through these ridiculous events because they think we like watching them suffer and look like jackasses. Which is retarded. When the viewers are here to see a premise that relates to PlayStation, then why the hell should we watch this?
I've seen that if you just make one little mistake, like, you're gone. So definitely this time, like, I'm not going to make any mistakes.
Why do they make them keep their masks on for their interviews? It just looks weird to me, like the people running this show didn't give them any freedom. Like, what purpose does it serve other than to distract you from the actual interview? Why did they do that? There is one thing I liked about this episode. After the stupid blindfold challenge, we actually get to see the studio that the winner of Tester 3 will get to work at. This is good, Sony. Have more prizes like this next time. This actually gives everyone valuable insight at what it's like to work at PlayStation. The only problem I have with this is that this prize is better than every other prize put together. Episode 6, Tower Power. It has stacking. Neat. So yeah, it doesn't have much to do with gaming, but we do get to see how each of the gamers act under pressure, how they use their time, their creativity, and also how they bounce back from big setbacks. I guess you can kinda see how it relates to the job at PlayStation, but wow, that's stretching it. Also, this guy's an asshole for saying things like this.
There comes a time when you have to know when to stop. You got to a point where you kept adding, and it's a lot like in game development where you have a build and you're almost done with it. You have to deliver it, and you want to continue to tweak and add and adjust, and you know that every single change you do could screw it all up and break the build. And I saw some of that from you. You had the tallest tower, but it could easily have come crashing down. You were presented with an opportunity where it's like, okay, you were gonna lose. Or you could just bring out some crazy kung fu and build a nuts tower. Build a nuts tower.
A nuts tower.
You know, last challenge, we kind of mentioned, you know, it's competition, you know, go risky. You don't need to play it safe because, you know, just go all out.
I don't get it. Despite all that shit, this one did have two of the funniest moments of the entire season.
Diddy's a magic man. There's no words to express his tower. It was unbelievable.
Episode 7, Trivia Trial. Gaming-related trivia was a good idea and a way of showing the judges some of your knowledge. Knowledge reveals character and shows if you really know your shit or not. Also, of all the guest judges, this guy was the coolest. He comes off as chill, and when he criticizes, he does it constructively, unlike that other asshole. Episode 8. It's long, it's dumb, and it's pointless.
You know what? You.
Episode whatever was actually pretty good. It didn't feel too forced on the drama, and it left me with a good feeling. Seriously, you have no idea how happy I am that Reality Pales didn't win and Achilles did. I like old Wilson. He's a really centered and courageous guy, and everyone who watched the show to the end will tell you the same thing. I enjoyed this one. Sure, you can pick apart how some of the challenges are more luck-based than they are skill, but in the end they settled who won by giving each of the final 3 contestants a controller and a screen. And this is exactly what the entire show should have been like. So, the Tester 3 sucks, right? Well, yes and no. The season got off to a pretty lame start with all the drama and the controversy with Emo Raptor, but surprisingly the show got better after he left. And I don't mean he made the show bad, I mean he got kicked off before the good episodes started or whatever. My biggest gripe is still prevalent with most of the show because they didn't have the cast doing many activities that actually relate to gaming and the job they were all fighting for. But in the end, the show held my interest. It made me ashamed to be a human being at first, but later I realized it's not that bad. It's just okay. No, wait, it sucks. I mean, it sucks a little, but it's good for the most part. Wait, how could this possibly be good? Sony is notorious for making shitty products. Nah, I think I summed it up best when I said it was okay. Well, I mean, okay, wait. I figured it out this time, I swear. Okay, the Tester Season 3 is... whatever. Holy shit.